What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I am back today to give you guys my long overdue review of the Kith collaboration with Asics on this Gel-Kayano 12.1 in the cream and sage colorway. So this is a review that I've been getting a lot of questions about, and I apologize, but I would have gotten my video up quicker if Kith didn't take their sweet time shipping this out to me. But finally, I have these in hand. This was part of Kith's Winter 2024 line, and they released alongside a Gel-Nimbus 10.1, with both pairs dropping on October 21st. So for this pair, these retailed for $180 US or $260 here in Canada. The colorway for this shoe is cream and sage, and the Gel-Kayano 12.1 is actually a new silhouette that mashes up the upper of the Gel-Kayano 12 with the tooling of the Gel-Nimbus 17. And I reviewed the previous Kith collaboration of this silhouette, so if you guys want to check out my review of those two previous colorways, you can search them up on my channel right now. So as for this pair though, this is done in this icy, cool, winter-ready colorway. And as we dive into the details, you'll see how the base layer of the shoe, this is actually ironically crafted out of this cream colored mesh. On the medial side of the toe box, we have this tumbled synthetic silver leather with this mint green colored detailing, whereas covering the lateral side of the toe box, we have this translucent TPU layer, which is done in this mint green color. So this covers both the U-throw area of the shoe, and it extends downwards towards the mid panel, and it covers the eyelets of the sneaker as well. Underneath this, you can see we have more of that cream colored open style mesh, and then overlaid on top of this, again, we have more of this translucent TPU material, and this forms the shape of the Asics stripes. Moving downwards, we have more of these translucent layers. On the lateral side only, in silver, we have Gel-Kayano 12.1 branding, and then embroidered underneath this, we have the Asics logo. Covering the heel of the sneaker, again, we have this translucent TPU, and then underneath this, we have a layer of green colored synthetic leather, which you can kind of see through that TPU layer on top. And then on the top of this, we have this reflective silver layer with the Asics logo. As far as the laces go, so this would not be a Kith collaboration if it didn't come with a ton of lace options. So the standard lace that they come with is an oval shaped cream colored lace, but they also come with an off-white rope style lace, along with this oval shaped lace done in this muted green sort of tone. Underneath this, the majority of the tongue is crafted out of that cream colored open style mesh. However, the top of the tongue, this is covered in more of a tightly wound nylon with this horizontal stripe detailing all across. In the middle, we have this overlay with Kith branding, which helps to hold the laces in place. And then on the very top of the tongue, we have this synthetic silver leather, revealing a TPU layer in the middle with Japanese kanji. So on one end, we have the word Kayano, which is actually the surname of the designer of the Gel-Kayano series, along with the Kith logo underneath. And then on the other foot, the Japanese kanji translates to friend, which is a play on Kith's tagline, Kith and kin. So the back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in this mint colored mesh liner. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam lined insole. Again, it's done in this mint color, and we have Asics, Gel-Kayano, and Kith branding pressed onto the heel. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this midsole, which is crafted out of Asics Fluid Ride technology, which is a dual density foam setup. So this contains one layer that absorbs shock and feels a bit softer to the touch, along with another layer that's a bit more responsive, a bit more springy, and gives you more energy return. And you'll notice on the lateral side, it also incorporates Asics gel technology. So at this point, gel in Asics sneakers is a bit more of a novelty, but I guess to some degree, it still helps with impact protection and shock absorption. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of black colored rubber pods, but you'll see how it's heavily segmented, giving the shoe more flexibility. Running down the center, we also have Asics guidance line technology, and this again splits the shoe down the center, giving you even more flexibility and allowing the shoe to make contact to the ground with more ease. And in between the forefoot and the heel, we have this mint colored TPU shank plate, which is Asics Trussic technology, and this is there in place to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got this in a size 10 and they fit me really, really well. So I feel like if you have a narrow, normal, or even a slightly wide foot, you can go true to size for this shoe. But if you have like a really, really wide foot, you might want to consider going up a half size. Long story short, I also go true to size in some other Asics models like the Gel 1130, the Gel-Kayano 14, and the GT 2160. So whatever size you normally wear for those sort of models, go with that same size for this pair and it should fit you okay. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so despite how this midsole looks, I mentioned this in my previous review, but the shoe is actually not as soft and pillowy as it might suggest. So trying these on straight out of the box, they have a bit more of a firmer feel, especially underneath the forefoot. That's not to say it's uncomfortable. It has more support, more ground feel. It just doesn't have that overly soft, pillowy feel that one might expect given how the midsole looks. The heel does have a bit more softness to it, but overall on a spectrum, I'd say that these lean more so towards the firmer and more supportive end. So if you're in the market for a shoe that's very soft on foot, then I would look elsewhere because this shoe doesn't provide that. But I feel like with time and with more wear, these probably will soften up a bit. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship. So first off, the material quality was really nothing special. Everything on this shoe is synthetic, so we just have meshes, these TPU layers, reflective panels, and synthetic leathers. There's no genuine leathers on this, no suedes, nubucks, nothing like that. So it's like your typical 2000s, 2010s performance running shoe build, which I guess makes sense considering the era that this shoe originates from. The build of the shoe though I thought was perfectly fine. I thought the stitch job was good, the panels were consistently sized, so no complaints on that side of things. But if you're going into this collaboration expecting that because it's a Kith collaboration that it has elevated materials, I wouldn't say the materials are premium, but they are unique, so I'll give them that at least. So with all of that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, from this Kith winter collection, of the two pairs that dropped, this one for me is easily the star of the show. Since I saw the initial leaked images of this pair, this one was one that I knew I had to add to my collection just because of how beautiful the colorway is. Yes, I'm not crazy about these synthetic TPU layers, and the reason why I say that is because I'm kind of worried about how these layers will age. Will they turn yellow over time? I'm not sure. But from an actual colorway perspective, the palette of the shoe is great. I love how the cream mixes with this pale mint color. It works really well together, especially for a winter collection. But obviously because of the mesh build, this is not really a shoe that I can wear here in winter in Toronto. But in the springtime, no doubt this will be a shoe that's going to get heavily worn in my rotation. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Kith and Asics Gel-Kayano 12.1? Between this one and the Nimbus 10.1, which of the two do you guys prefer? And for anyone watching, did you also pick these up as well? Did you take an L and pay resale for these, or were you just not feeling the look of the sneaker and this was an easy pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X at sean.go_spoutout, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.